I would like to thanks for buying these software pieces. So now that's a technical screencast that I will show you how you can install the software. So I'm assuming that you already purchased one cPanel, and in the cPanel probably you have some domain registered. If you don't have, you should register one. In my case, I am going ahead with a subdomain that I want to create. So I already have a domain, but inside that domain I'm creating one subdomain, and in that screen I want to check if my subdomain is listed, the newly created subdomain. That's the first one, that bookingmaster.joeshop. That's the one I have just created. So under my main domain. Probably in your case, if you buy a new domain, you will directly use your root domain or main domain. Now I will check the domain list again. Here you can see that my subdomain has successfully created. So subdomain will also offer me a file structure. That means if you visit the cPanel file system, so now as you can see in the left side, you will just find out what is your current subdomain directories, and likewise on that subdomain directory you will just upload that file. In my case, my subdomain you can see on the left side that I have already shown to you. Now you can see on the left side bookingmaster.jobishop.com. Inside that I have my uploaded file. Now I will have to extract that. I will have to unzip that file. After unzipping, I will just delete the zip file. So now that's our documentation also given in the online. There is a link and there is also an offline version. You can check that always. And now what we'll do, we will follow some server installation process. We will have to first make one MySQL database and also one user, and give access to that user to that MySQL, and we'll also have to unlock some of the installation process using the cPanel only. Now let's see if we can do that in shorter amount of time. I will not take that much of time. I will go to MySQL database wizard from cPanel, and I will make a database, fresh database. I will give it a name, the database name. So I have similar one previously. I'll have to give it a new name. So that's the database name you'll have to remember. Now I want to make users, so I will give the right credentials for the users, and these will automatically be passed. That user will be passed or connected with the database that you have created on the previous screen, that Booking Master app. So you'll have to remember the database name and also the username and the password. So in this two screen, whatever you are getting on the screen 1 and 2, on step 1 and 2, you'll have to remember it. And if you click to the next step, then it is done already. Now you can go back to the home, and if you come to the documentation again, now the database creation has been done. Now if you press the confirm button, it will take you to the server requirement page. Server requirement page is actually a setup page where some necessary software tools you should have inside your cPanel or whatever environment you are working on. So there are two types of requirement. One is mandatory and another one is optional. You can always skip the optional one, but the mandatory one need to be resolved. Where you can find them, so you should resolve the red one and immediately solve and make them greener. Otherwise your software will not be working. So where you can find all of those installations and where you can fix them, again the cPanel is the right place to fix them and find those plugins and PHP extensions. You can always find them inside the cPanel. So let's go to the cPanel again and find those, and how we can see how can we activate them. Now why do we actually find those extension settings and everything? I will have to go to PHP, select version, And then when you land to the page on the top side, you can see that there is a place called extensions and options. In the extensions, I have already activated them all, but I like actually activate like ZD and zip, you should like mark them on. And for optional other libraries like MB string and whatever requirement you have, you can always check those requirement, and likewise you can like turn them off or turn them on. That's it. I think when you are done, you can actually refresh the server requirement page that you are currently on, and you will see everything is in a greener mode. Now when you see everything is in greener, if you press the continue button, you will be taken to the database connection configuration. Here you can see that you have localhost database name. The database name, if you can remember, we had created one database name. So here you'll have to like put that name, database name. For your case, you can always check that by going back to the MySQL. I'll go to MySQL. And I will just find out the name. The second one is, in my case, is the name. I will copy it. I will copy the name and paste it here. And if you can also remember that we have an user also associated with that DB, and we had also one password for that. Just paste that password, and yeah, it's done. And now we'll be taken to the migration script running process. Now you'll have to give it a name, the site name, the site you want to name it, whatever the name you want. And there is always two modes while running the system, single and multiple resort. So single resort is for under same ownership you have single, and under same ownership you have multiple. Once you select that, now you will be taken to system admin registration. That means one system user will be registered in the installation process also. One super admin user, that user will be responsible for doing all of the configurations and all of the setting related stuff. So when you were creating that, please save up all of your password, username, and whatever credentials you're using here, name and everything, so that you can find it later when you need it, right? So this will be the system admin number, and whatever number you want to put in, just remember all of the credentials you are putting in here. And after giving all of the details, we'll just press the save button, and now you are done. So now you can check all of the admin panels and the client settings. So this is the client end, and if you were if you like log in with the super admin username and password and email and press the login button, you will be taken to the dashboard, admin dashboard. This is the beautiful dashboard for your business. Now you can use it and configure it as you want it. And this is the client side. Now the setup is done. I hope that you are not facing any problem. If you are facing any problem, please contact us within our support channels and let us know if you have any problem installing the tool. Thank you. Now to automate the booking cancellation and reservation room cleaning policy, you need to open up the cron job. So cron job has very simple settings, as you can see there. So the cron job has like two kind of file location. One is the main PHP file and another in the second part you will have to specify the exact location of your subdomain or domain. This is my root path for /home/Joby shop. Now actually you can add this path in the cron job location, and if you click the button, now it's already done. Right now I am deleting my previous one. Now this is done. So while adding this, you have to be very careful about the path that you are giving inside the command. It has two paths. One is the basic PHP path, and on the second part that starts from the /home and /your subdomain. Yes, this is it about the cron job also. This is almost everything about the setting up and everything. If you face any problem, as I have already said, that contact us via our support email and any channel that we are providing the support. Thanks for buying our item, and I wish you all the best. And if you face any problem, do let us know as soon as possible.